welcome to the Bibliothek. My name is Ivy. I am 18 years old and I'm a bookworm. So I'm just going to give a brief backstory on everything to sum up to why we're here today making this video, talking in front of a camera. Backstory on the title. I'm going to start with the title. Die Bibliothek is German for the library. I did German in high school, all my 4 years. I did well, but I have not practiced on my German since I finished. So at the moment, I can only do terms and phrases just a bit. So I wanted to, name my YouTube channel something. I didn't want to give it my name because it's not going to be about me or my life or anything. And I didn't want to do the library because I just thought the Bibliothek was cute and I don't know, I just felt it was a good name. So yeah, welcome to the Bibliothek. So it being that I am naming this channel the library in German, I don't know, I think you can guess. If you can't guess, I'm just gonna say anyway. I want this channel to be about books. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I don't know, I never had content that I wanted to share. Yeah, the whole of 2020 I thought about it and I thought of a possible content, but I never really felt like there was anything that I was really interested in that was already there or that was not there, so I didn't do anything. And then at the end of 2020 deck, what happened at the end of 2020 deck? Yeah, at the end of 2020 deck, I found these YouTubers who make content on books. Basically, it's a YouTube community called BookTube. They make videos on books, book recommendations, reading vlogs, reviews, and things like that. Basically, so I just felt this is what I want to do. This is what I want to share on YouTube because I love reading. Like I said, I'm a bookworm. So yes, yeah, that is why we're here today. Yeah, I have a backstory now on my reading, which is basically why we are here and why this channel is going to exist. I started reading since I was super young, since I could understand since I could understand sentences. So since I could understand sentences, I've always been reading. When I used to read those books that have a moral lesson at the end of the book. I like those books. I even liked passages in exams in primary. I liked passages. Those are my favorite part about the English whatever exams. Yeah. And so I read through and through up until Form 1. I used to read African writers up until Form 1 because even when we were young, the books that we used to read, I don't know about, come on to the other 844 to some other same story books, I'm sure. I think. I don't know, yeah. So, those were African writers. And then, wakati niliachana na hizo vitabu za watoto, I started reading pace setters, which are African writers. I read a lot of pace setters. At that time, I loved mystery pace setters. I liked a lot of the suspense, the detective work, and things like that. So I read a lot of that. Yeah, I remember pace setters up on Bele, the first page, they used to have this because I think it was a publishing company. They used to have this a list of all the books that they've published. I think the first and the second page and the third, according to the book that you're reading, the books that have been published before then, I think. So I used to mark all those books that I've read, and I've read a lot because I started doing pesetas like in class 5 up until form 1. Yeah, and most of what I read was mystery or crime related. I love that. I love that stuff. Yeah, my favorite peseta. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which. I don't know the title. I don't know the title. It was a series of books. They were based on a detective couple. I don't think they were official detectives, but they had really good detective skills. So like the cops would enlist them in their investigations. I think one of them was the Black Temple. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the book. I don't know. But I do know the one that I didn't read, but was about that couple, was The Worshippers. I didn't read it. That's sad. If I found it, I'd read it again. But, you know, yeah. So, I don't like Kiswahili books. I feel like I should just put this out here from the very beginning, so that if you're looking for Kiswahili books recommendation, you're not going to find them here, to be honest. I don't like it a lot because those authors, they just use a lot of really complex stuff, misemo, vitendawili, methali, to something that is so simple. Like, see, you just say what you want to say and go. Like, my guy, time is of the essence. We are trying to finish, start another book. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to be recommending any Kiswahili books. Though I did read a trilogy recommended by my teacher, my Kiswahili teacher, when I was in class 7. A lot of us read it, my classmates at the time. I don't know the first book, I don't remember it. It was about a detective. 3 books, 1 detective, different crimes, different situations, different everything. I don't remember the first book, the title, the storyline, or anything. I don't remember, but I do remember the second and the third book. The second was called Salamu Kutoka Kuzimu. Yeah, so Salamu Kutoka Kuzimu was basically this guy. He was like an assassin. So he would call the chief inspector before he killed the target. He would call and then he'd be like, so and so is about to die. So definitely the police would be like, they are going to try and save this guy, but when they got there, they found the person dead. And I think he would call afterwards when the police found the cops. He would call and be like, he's in Salamu Kutoka Kuzimu. It was a really good story. I don't remember who the bad guy was, how he was caught, I don't know. I just know Joram Kiango was a really good detective and I liked his skill, his work and everything. The third book was Tutarudi na Roho Zetu. It was based in South Africa. There was like some revolution or something in SA. So Joram went. He was enlisted to find out who was causing the revolution and stuff. And then the revolutionists caught Joram, and he's like, this is the guy that no, it was a chick. They were dating or not dating. They had a thing, but they used to work together. I think she was also a detective. Yeah, they were caught, and basically that, I think I remember that one more than I remember the second one. It was a very good one. They were quite explicit, so yeah, there's some explicit content. But yeah, those are the only Kiswahili books that I ever enjoyed reading. I don't remember the first one. If any of my classmates from that time is watching, or anyone has read that, it's by Ben Tobwa. If anyone has read that trilogy, you can comment the first book down below in the comment section. Ooh, comment the comment section. Yeah, yeah, so if you're looking for Kiswahili books, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be, I've recommended that series and I won't be doing another one. The only other Kiswahili books I've read are set books. Nazinabo, it was forced, so I didn't really like them. I just did them so I could pass my exams. Yeah, so back now to the backstory of how my reading journey and my reading hobby has been. So I read African writers from since I could read to form 1, form 2. Yeah, And then in Form 2, a friend of mine, I don't know if I'm supposed to mention, I didn't ask, but yeah, a friend of mine at the time recommended Wattpad to me. Now Wattpad is the app that really, I don't know, it introduced me to romance. At that time, before then I only read mystery. I didn't like romance, and I don't know if any book had romance. Labda ilikuwa like it was a mystery book with a hint of romance, but I never went for anything romance before Wattpad. So yeah, Wattpad, yeah, so I used to read a lot of romance, teen romance, that's what Wattpad calls it. It's what is it? Yeah, I used to read romance books based on high school, I think, because at the time I was in high school, I really liked the high school setting, so I read a lot of teen romance. I stopped reading mystery and detective work and things like that. Read a lot of romance, tons and tons of books from Form 2 up until Form 4. By the time I was finishing Form 4, Wattpad had gone premium. That was in 2019. Wattpad had gone premium, and so you're required, like the really interesting books or the books in demand, the really lit ones, you had to get like some coins to pay, and I was not about that, so I didn't do what, yeah, so I gave up on the app. I get lost. I get lost sometimes. My train of thought just, so I get lost, sorry. Yeah, so I gave up on Wattpad. I still have it on my phone because I feel like I don't want to delete it, because it was a very crucial part of my reading life. It's a part of me in a way. So yeah, so I have the app, but I don't use it. I never paid to go premium, so I can only read books that don't require payment, and the really lit ones, yeah, sorry. And then, oh yeah, so say I gave up on Wattpad in 2019 when I finished high school. Then I found any books. No, I'd already found any books, but I didn't really majored on it. So I majored on any books. I didn't, at that time I didn't even look for mystery. It was a very, they have different genres on any books, but I never looked for any mystery books. I went immediately to romance. At the time there was this series that was really popular. I'm not going to mention it because it's going to be one of my videos at some point. Yeah, so I read the series there. I started reading on any books. Now any books has been my boo. I'm in a committed relationship with the app, because I'm committed because it was free. It was a free app. You could access the books. You download the app for free. That is what used to happen before. Like when I downloaded the app, it was free, and then you go to the library, you download books, and when you download a book, you can, it's basically on the app. So even when you're not somewhere with internet, you can read as long as it's downloaded. And then it figured a point in 2020, they asked us to pay. Not to pay, you buy the app. Basically, yeah, you buy the app. It's a once in a lifetime payment. So when you buy the app, and then it's back to normal, you can access your books and the likes. So I was stressed out because at this point I'm reading published books, not writers on Wattpad, 15-year-old people writing cringy stories. So I could not go back to Wattpad. So my sister, bless her heart, paid any books for me. Yay! And so
it's about to go down.
2020 I led. Wow. Okay. It's okay. I'm going to edit that part out for sure.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Anyway, in 2020 I read. Wow. How did that? Wow. Anyway, in 2020 I read adult romance. I did not choose any teen romance. No, they call it teen romance in Wattpad. Kwa any books, and other bookworms, they call it young adult because they combine it with college. It's high school and college, so it's young adult. Yes, I didn't read any. If I read any young adult, very few, less than 10. And last year I read, if not 100 plus, almost 100, I'm sure. Last year I read a lot. I spent my days and nights reading when I was not doing anything important. Yeah, I read a lot of adult romance. Yep. So yeah, and that is how we are here today. Yeah, so that has been my reading journey since I could read up until now. I'm still reading, but in 2021 I wanted to broaden my reading. Yeah, I'm expanding to different genres, kina sci-fi, fantasy. I never used to read those before, but I found some really interesting books that I think I'm going to like. Sci-fi, fantasy. I don't know if I'm ready to go into horror. I like watching horror movies, but I'm not sure I'm ready to read horror because I don't know, I don't want to get spooked. Yeah, so basically that's been my reading. The reason I'm expanding in 2021 is because I wanted to start this YouTube, and I don't want to recommend romance only because that's what I've read a lot of. My favorite genres are definitely romance and mystery, but I understand that not everyone shares the same needs, so I would like to just broaden and recommend books for all bookworms. If you're a sci-fi, any, I'm not sure, I might try a horror book, like 1 or 2 this year, just to see how I like them. Like if you're into sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, romance, yeah, I think those are the genres I'm reading this year. And if I find any other genre that I'm interested in, then maybe we'll see, we'll find out. Yeah. Oh, now that I'm here, I actually want to give a shout out to my family because they've been so supportive of my reading. Even when I'm so annoying, I don't do things in the house that I'm expected to do. I'm always reading, I'm always on my phone, and they think that sometimes I'm on social media when I'm actually reading, and they get pissed when they realize that I don't do things because I'm reading. They never those guys. Manze fam, I love you guys. I just want to say that here. Yeah, and shout out to my mom because when I was young, when she realized I really liked reading, ni tongue twister. When she found out I really liked reading, yeah, she bought me tons of books. Tried by me Kiswahili ones, but nah. So she bought me a bunch of books. I finish a book, she gets me others. Shout out to you, mom. I love you so much. Yeah, so I'm about to say something now, but before I say it, I want to just say that when I was in high school, I had this friend, and we used to joke about YouTubers and how they'd be like, "Hi guys, welcome back to my channel," and after the video they're going to be like, "So, subscribe and hit the like button, comment down below." I did that thing, and that's why I laughed. I didn't laugh, I don't know what I did, but I did something funny when I said comment down below. Yeah, so I'm about to do it. If you're watching and we used to laugh with you about YouTubers, well, if you're a bookworm, a book lover, and you just, you're looking for your next bomb-ass book, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching my